Every circuit of Formula One has a spirit of its own, which puts it different energy and provides for a new battleground for drivers and their teams. But not all circuits are as fun as some others. So, which circuits will make it into the top 5? Let's find out. Welcome! Today we'll be talking about the top 5 Formula One circuits of all time. The reason I am making this video is that I believe that while so much attention is given to the teams and drivers, all well-deserved circuits that decide how crazy the weekend is going to be are sometimes overlooked. With that said, let's begin. Please hit that subscribe button and turn the notifications on because this isn't our first video and it is not going to be the last. Here are the top 5 racing circuits in Formula One. Number 5. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, Canada. The Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, more commonly known as the Montreal circuit, is in Canada. The first ever Formula One race run on this circuit happened back in 1978. Today, this track of 4.31 kilometers is one of the drivers' and audience's favorites, where drivers must show some real skills during the 70 laps. But that's not what makes this circuit a racing amusement. The reason this circuit is on today's list is that it's fast. It's not an easy one, but surely a fast one with the long straights ending in some hard braking chicanes and a hairpin. The two DRS zones maintain the hype with the constant overtaking battles among the drivers. Since 1950, this track has seen several drivers take the podium. If we look behind at the very recent 5 podiums, Lewis Hamilton grabbed 3 of them, one for 2016, 2017, and 2019. And its winning streak of Lewis was broken by the living legend Sebastian Vettel in 2018. This year, the checkered flag on the circuit saw Max Verstappen for the first time grabbing his win here at Montreal. Talking about circuits without crashes doesn't add up. Well, don't get over-enthusiastic, as this circuit is a safe one and has seen no deadly crashes for the drivers. The crash of Robert Kubica in his BMW in the 2007 Grand Prix did hit the tipping point, but thank God he too came out alive. Number 4. Silverstone Racing Circuit. You cannot talk about the best circuits without mentioning Silverstone. Many might accuse me of British bias, but believe me, there is a reason for which it holds the 4th position in this list today. Birthplace of the modern-day Formula One, the history of the Silverstone circuit traces back to 1950, when the first F1 Grand Prix took place over there, which was 2 years after this track was built. After many alterations and changes were done to it, today this track is 5.8 kilometers long with 52 laps of races that are conducted here every year. Although the circuit is otherwise flat with less exciting corners or chicanes that would make the circuit itself interesting, still covered up by the straights, which offer some very high-speed chases, and surely this circuit has been a battleground of many interesting races. And in racing battles, the race to win the podium and locking wheels during the overtakes become dangerous and lead to crashes. Though an otherwise safe circuit, it has seen its fair share of crashes, none of them fatal. Even in the ongoing season of 2022, a crash was surely a severe one, and it made everyone worried about the driver when the car of Zhu Guanyu flipped over and hit directly into the barriers. It was quite a miracle for him to come out alive, but thankfully he did. If we mention the last 5 races from 2019 onwards, 3 were won by Lewis Hamilton for the years 2019, 2020, and 2021. But Max Verstappen took away the podium when a second race took place at Silverstone in the same year 2020. This year Silverstone saw a new champion rising to the podium for Ferrari, Carlos Sainz, who won Silverstone in 2022. Who thought a track made to be used as a landing strip to help in the World War will one day become a major host for Formula One races? Number 3. Autodromo Nazionale, Monza, Italy. This circuit in Monza, Italy holds a very special place in the hearts of the fans. The joint history of the track and championship goes back to 1950. I don't know about a year when this track was skipped. Titled Rapido, this third best circuit on this list, Monza, is one of the fastest circuits featured in Formula One. The track of 5.7 kilometers is lapped 53 times during a Formula One race, with cars at their full throttle 80% of the time. 2 DRS zones with a straight speed trap provide an astounding instant adrenaline rush to drivers and the audience alike. This may push a few cars into barriers, but what is F1 without a bit of drama? In 2018, when the red and white Alfa Romeo of Marcus Ericsson tipped over due to a mechanical fault, thanks to the halo that he came out alive after a deadly crash. If we talk about the last 5 races here at Monza from 2017 to 2019, 2 of those were grabbed by the legendary Lewis Hamilton, and 1 each in 2019, 2020, and 2021 by Charles LeClerc, Pierre Gasly, and Daniel Ricciardo respectively. Let's see who takes Monza this season. Let me tell you a little secret. This circuit is not just about races and F1, it's an altogether different world. The great fashion city of Milan, its riches, and its lifestyle will forever leave you in awe. Number 2. Circuit de Monaco. Ever tried riding a bicycle in your bedroom? Because that's what this Monaco is all about. This second best circuit on my list is a narrow street with tight corners and chicanes and just one DRS zone. It's less about speed and more about control on this track. This track of 3.3 kilometers is lapped 78 times and saw its first F1 in 1950. You must be asking yourself, what about accidents on this track? Well, what can one expect from such a narrow circuit? Crashes are a usual practice here, even in the ongoing season when Mick Schumacher lost his rear end after hitting into the barriers, and the list goes on. Like the circuit, the podiums are also unusual here. It's the first time when you won't be seeing a winning streak of Lewis Hamilton. From 2017 to 2022, skipping just 2020, we saw 5 different winners for the last 5 years. In 2017, Sebastian won for Ferrari. In 2018, it was Ricciardo in his Red Bull. 2019, Lewis Hamilton. This man is everywhere. And in 2021, Max grabbed one for himself, and now in 2022, Perez took the lead in his RB18. Monaco is truly a sight to be at. A night in Monte Carlo is all one needs to forget all their worries, and if it happens to be a race weekend, tell me if you find a better combo. Number 1, Yas Marina, Abu Dhabi. The circuit that made it to the first position today is the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. It's probably the newest circuit on the F1 schedule today. Built in 2009 as a combined project with the mesmerizing Yas Island project, it hosts the finale of the F1 GP every year. There must be a reason that it's on this list today. If you ask me, this circuit offers a touch of modernity through the architectural excellence and classy touch through those yachts of the big boys. This track of 5.5 kilometers is lapped by the 20 drivers 55 times to reach the checkered flag. The 1.2 kilometer straight stretch becomes an overtaking battlefield with lots of wheel-to-wheel action. Though this arena has not seen many crashes, last year the crash of Nicholas Latifi was a massive one. Thankfully not a fatal one, but it sure changed the course of the night. The sudden championship wins for Max to date enrages Lewis's fans. Surely a very dramatic end to the 2021 season. The last 5 GP wins from the year 2017 to 2021 are as follows. Valtteri Bottas won the first one to cross the checkered flag in 2017. In 2018, Lewis grabbed the podium again. In 2019, yes, Lewis again, becoming a 6-time world champion. The race of 2020 didn't happen in Abu Dhabi due to the pandemic, and we have already talked about the dramatic night of 2021. For 2022, we must wait a few months. My money is on Max. Who are you rooting for this time? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let us know by hitting thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.